Ted brought the bottle, boys. Ted brought the bottle.
All I can get, man. Do you remember Field of Dreams, the movie?
Oh man. When the ghosts of baseball past step out of the cornfield to watch the game.
To play the game. Like they were the players, man. So what's amazing to me about the scene here is, we have most movies aren't filmed where they're said to be.
That's right.
Like MASH, the show, wasn't really in Korea. It was really in Southern California.
Right.
But Field of Dreams is really a farm in Iowa, or it was filmed at a farm in Iowa. And the baseball field was maintained by the owners of the property for years, and now it's owned by a baseball club and maintained by them. A few years ago, the same organization built a NBA field. I mean a Major League Baseball field right beside the farm, in hopes of having a game.
You know what they say, Ted? If you build it, they will come.
I've heard that somewhere before. August
12th, they coming.
I think it's amazing when you look at this picture, because like this is a real picture. This isn't computer generated or anything. You got the farm with the original baseball field, and then you look at the size of the Major League Baseball field. It's incredible to me how much larger they play on.
When I look at this picture, if you just zoom to the top third and you just see the beautiful sky and the pink and the blue, man, I know I'm crossing sports here, guys, but man, I just see Central Arkansas sky on Friday nights, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
it's just got that look. When I see that, man, it's time to grab your popcorn, buy your $4 soda pop, and sit back and watch some game, man. That's just.
I heard that.
It's just time. It is, and that. But back to Field of Dreams, August 12th, Yankees go down to Sox. So you told me that there's like 8,000 seats, but 80,000 people want to go.
That's what they're expecting. They're expecting like there won't even be any corn, man. No. I'm not sure how they're going to.
No. They said the corn will be growing, be 8 foot tall by August 12th.
Oh yeah, no, there'll be corn there, but
okay,
I'm sure they're going to have to till some in. They must be going to put up some big TV screens. The promoter that's putting this on says anybody that shows up is going to get to watch the game. They're not going to be in the stands, but they're going to. Man, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. I'm not really a big baseball fan. I remember watching the movie when I was a little kid. I've not watched it 1 minute of that movie since, but I'll never forget that emotion though when those players step out of that corn, And I didn't even recognize the players. They're old, at the time of the movie, the players were old. The uniforms didn't even look like anything I recognized, but we need a little happiness in our world right now. And the very idea that in the middle of a cornfield in Iowa, what was proposed by a writer and a screenplay, writer, and then put into a movie with Kevin Costner and James Earl Jones, man, this is fantastic. I can't wait. August 12th, like you said, this is going to be great. So, man, do you remember 2004?
I remember what?
2004.
I heard 3004, and I was like, no, I do not. 2004. I met my wife that year.
Really? Wow, yeah. That's a good thumbtack in the wall.
At your swimming pool on John's birthday, June 12th, 2004. Also, that was opening night for oh my goodness, what was the movie? It had the guy from Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel's opening movie.
Man, look at you pulling out some dates and times.
Oh my goodness, what was the movie? He was playing like the movie where Pitch Black, the second one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the second one for Pitch Black. So you couldn't. Anyways, opening night for that movie. I hopefully Ted will pop it in the bottom there.
I don't know. So 2004, a group with what they call Spaceship One, the space plane here.
Yeah,
they won the Anzari X Prize. The prize is for $10 million for any non-commercial, non-government. It could be just non-government entity to get to space. And a man had a little bit of money, more than I've got. Found him a space plane designer or an aerospace designer, and they built the space plane. The idea is that the space plane hangs it just kind of hangs between a larger launch plane.
I was going to ask you, how is that going to get to space?
It looks kind of like it looks like this here.
Show me.
So we got I can't remember now what they call the launch plane, but it has this bigger plane. It has 2 jet engines. There in the center. This particular plane, the engines are in the center of the plane. On the plane they use today, the engines are on the wings, like a traditional commercial plane. And Spaceship One hangs beneath the launch plane. What's cool about this is you take off traditionally, just like you would an airplane. Take off horizontally, and you slowly gather speed, and you gain altitude. And when you reach a predetermined position, they drop the space plane, and then you light the main engine on it, which is a real rocket. On this one was a real rocket, not like a jet engine that you could throttle, that you can control the thrust. A rocket engine is generally some sort of either liquid or solid propellant that it's going to burn at a constant rate. You can't, once you light it, normally you can't regulate it to change its ability to thrust. So it's going to burn, and you just better be pointing in the right direction whenever you light it, because it's going to go. They fly out of space in this thing.
All right. Uh-huh. All right. So let me just talk you through the picture here. Okay. So I see the wheels on the top and the bottom here.
Yeah.
At the like around the 6 o'clock area and the 3 o'clock area.
Right.
All right. On top of the nose on the top right there, are those jet propellers?
Right. But these jet engines, if you can see the mouse, these jet engines are only what makes the plane gain altitude. So the wing here, the big wing,
turbines.
The big wing and these 2 engines in its cockpit, all this re-landed back on its original runway.
Okay, so those are air turbine engines.
Right. So there's a fuel tank.
The bottom one has a jet fuel turbine engine.
It had a real rocket.
Some kind of rocket propeller.
Right, and it's more than just a rocket at the back with a cockpit in the front. It was a rocket with a guy inside. He had very little control.
This is a bullet with the cockpit.
Yes. I mean, he had some control, but mainly in the descent. But the majority of it was once they drop, he just pushed that button, and off they went.
Mr. Red here, he's going to let go of Mr. Blue and peel off, and then Mr. Blue is going to go straight up.
Yep, straight up.
All right. Whew. Living life on the edge.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. He had some, he had some interesting accommodations. It wasn't exactly. It's not really like the interior of my pickup truck,
Oh my!
So he had to wear a spacesuit because there may be a chance it wasn't 100% airproof.
Oh dang!
It was really cold. They didn't have any heater. He
wore
multiple layers of socks. No, I don't believe he had battery powered socks because they were worried about the weight. They were worried, anything just too much. Like you can see in the cabin they're actually using duct tape to hold some things in place because of the weight.
Oh dang! I want to point out I'm not the tallest guy. Where does his legs go? Like that thick is between his legs, but I don't see enough room for a normal size 5'9". I bet John could fit in there happy.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us, man, like you become scratched. Wow.
I really want to get to the launch because that's the main focus of this. But it's really interesting. If you maybe don't know, I know I'm just a dork or a nerd, and I know things most people don't know. So over the last 4 years, the Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C., and the Smithsonian museums, they've reconfigured all the displays at the main building on the mall. They closed the museum. The museum has been closed for the last 4 years. They just recently reopened. Some of these planes and rockets and things have been in that position since the 40s.
Good gravy.
Because the Smithsonian, and in this instance, the Smithsonian knew he was building a space plane and said, you know what, we think you probably need a little money. So what we'll do is, if you make it to space, we'll write you a check for the plane. So we'll take possession of the plane in a minute. He got the tour around. He got to take pictures. It wasn't like they didn't put it on a truck the minute he landed, but
it's theirs, and it's going.
They took it directly to Washington D.C. and they hung it in the sky right next to the Spirit of St. Louis and the rocket that broke the sound barrier, the plane that broke the sound barrier. But it was like instantly, it was just they took it directly to Washington D.C. and hung it in the air. They didn't take a lot of pictures of it. Now everything's came down. You know, in the last few years, they've taken everything down. They've redone the displays. I'm telling you all this because it's just so cool. I actually had a picture here of it on the ground, and look at that. It's right next to one of the Apollo capsules. You know, this is such a crazy moment, man. And right behind it is the plane that broke the sound barrier right there on the ground. I can't imagine, man. I get chills just thinking about being able to be right there and see so much history all in one spot. I wish I knew what the plane was. I don't know what plane it is, but that may be the Spirit of St. Louis. It is. Okay, so we got the Spirit of St. Louis, the rocket that broke the sound barrier, the orange plane there behind Spaceship One, and then the Apollo. What a crazy! I've got to find this picture because they're prepping it. You see those guys on the ground. They've got cameras. They're taking pictures of it to display on the Smithsonian websites and for educational purposes forever. Never again will they ever have an opportunity like this for these vehicles to be in this condition and take these kind of pictures. You know, now they're all back in their displays. They're not on the ground anymore. This is actually the main lobby where you come in the doors. You can see the doors behind them. That's where we enter the museum. Sorry. A little dorky here, I know. Interesting, though, you can see in this picture of the Spaceship One, you can see the wings are vertical.
Yeah.
So that was essentially that was the control means for the drop for returning to Earth. That's how he could slow down and change his position. While he was in the air.
Wow.
I know, just a dork. I know.
So we know the story behind the other two items. I was asking you earlier, like, what makes this item, this Spaceship One, worthy of this position?
Only because it was the first of it's just the first of its kind. It's the first time that a civilian built a rocket or anything that was capable of actually going into space.
Who are these people?
Okay, so this is what happened today. This is Richard Branson on the screen now. This is he bought Spaceship One. He bought the idea and he's been developing it out in New Mexico. He has a spaceport in New Mexico. Look at here, we got the drop. We're fixing to see, but this happened today, man. This is the first time a regular people, these are not astronauts, these are normal people, are going to go to outer space.
There was like 5 or 6 people there with him.
So it's 2 female pilots, I believe, Richard Branson, and then 3 of his executives.
Man.
Look, it's already dark. You know what I'm saying? Like that camera, that was just showing black, man. Like they're already baby. Come on, Virgin. Let's do it.
You'll burn. Goodness, oh my.
Come on, Unity 22.
Now, exactly when does he go into warp?
Any moment now. Warp is coming up.
Any moment now.
Engage.
You see like how far down that fire stream is.
Yeah.
The smoke is still combusting.
Yep, you're right.
That's crazy.
Because it's traveling so far, it's traveling so fast that what happened is still happening back here. I mean, you're absolutely right. Like it's just moving ahead of the flame.
Yeah.
Everything's relative, but
oof. Goodness.
Look at the edges of that rocket cone, man. They're like charred at the edge.
Yeah.
Woo-wee, look at that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
This is not what I'm saying here. Like, we forgot to fill it up.
It's already slowing down. 2.2 Mach. We've already lost 0.4 Mach.
2.3.
Yep.
All right, it's getting faster again. He must have calmed down, pulled it back. Are they going down now?
They're still going up. It says 250 feet, 252 or 1,000. You know, 255,000. They're going up.
1.7 Mach.
But yes, this just an idea is just to make like a loop. You know, you're just taking off on the ground, going up really high, and then kind of breaking over at some point, and they're going to come back down, land in the same place that they took off from.
Oh wow! So it's like it turns into a glider.
Absolutely, yeah. It'd be an unpowered flight coming down, just like the space shuttle was. Yes. And
does it have parachutes?
I'm not sure. We're going to see. We're going to watch it together. That's
yeah. Let's find out.
Yeah.
All right, he's at a mere 700 miles per hour.
He's still going. His altitude is slowed down a little bit. I mean, they're at 282,000. Never coming back down. All right, so never coming back down. 282, 3, 282, 1.
We're about to drop under 1 month.
Yep.
Oh, we're getting faster now. Oh, we're getting faster.
That's crazy. Yeah. So on the drop, we sped up. Sure did.
All right.
Definitely dropping in altitude, though. 277.
We're back. We're 1.3 Mach. 1.3 Mach. We are climbing back to 900 miles per hour.
I want to focus on this because of the significance.
Yeah.
Regular people just went to space, not astronauts. These people didn't train. Richard Branson's not a young guy.
It's 1,000 miles per hour. We're back at 1.6 Mach. Yeah. Yeah, you were telling me this is just average guys went to work yesterday and found out, hey, for a couple of them, hey, executive, you got your MBA. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go to space.
Yeah.
Go enjoy floating around.
Yeah.
The 3 pilots are obviously pilots. Like they do this. Man, we're at 1,500 miles per hour. We're at 2.2 Mach.
So did you see that they hired Stephen Colbert to host today's TV experience?
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's really interesting. Have you been to Disney World?
Yes.
Have you been to Animal Kingdom?
Yes.
All right. So at the Animal Kingdom, there's a ride. You may or not have ridden it. It's called Expedition Everest.
No. I don't think so.
It's a roller coaster. It goes in a mountain and you get chased by a Yeti.
No, I've never done that.
And then recently they built another world there called the Land of Pandora.
Oh.
Well, there's a man whose name is Joe Rody.
Okay.
He was pretty much the driving force behind Expedition Everest and Pandora. Expedition Everest is amazing in the fact that when you go there and you see there's pottery and things from from Asia, from that country.
Okay.
This is the only place in the world that you can see actual authentic of those things, because he went and traveled to those countries and then brought the experience back to build the ride. And then
awesome.
With Pandora, there is no real Pandora. It's only in somebody's mind and in the movie.
Sure.
He created this amazing experience to go see. So Richard Branson, though, recently hired Joe Rody away from Disney. Joe Rody retired, and Richard Branson said, "You can come on board."
Yeah.
And he's now in charge of like the space experience. So initially, it's going to be super rich people. It's like $250,000 a ticket. That's more money than I got. We don't have a launch schedule yet for when Richard Branson's Spaceship One idea here with Unity 22 is going to be a thing. But we can only expect it since Richard Branson just went to space and returned it. It's imminent. Like rich people are about to go to space. Normal people, about to go to space. See what we get to do what we just seen.
Weird. 49,000 feet.
And you're fixated. This is great. So yeah, his idea is that eventually maybe they would have a space station of types in orbit. Maybe you could fly his plane up there, spend a few hours or a day or something, and then return home.
Oh, not a bad idea.
It sounds cool. Yeah, I agree.
Tell them the stars.
Yeah.
We are under 40,000 feet and speeding back up. We can actually see Earth now. So at this point, they are just a floating tin can.
Yeah, they're just gliding back down, man. No power.
Yeah, no power.
Ooh, I love on the fuselage. Did you see the New Mexico, the state of New Mexico flag on the fuselage? It was like painted on it with white. See it right there?
Oh, I see it right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this happens in New Mexico. That's where it's based out of.
Yeah. The true New Mexico. The true. Yeah. Nice little high five. Shaking feet, shaking hands.
Yep.
You can't lie to me. There's some prayers going on right now. All the fun's over. Now it's like, whoa.
Man, they're probably just thinking we're still alive right now. That thing didn't blow up when we took off.
No kidding. Okay,
so man, we just seen Branson go to space. So are you team Branson or are you team Jeff Bezos? Or are you team Elon Musk? Branson just he just won the billionaire race. He's the first billionaire to space. So we've seen that, but Jeff Bezos and his Blue Origin, they should take off later on this week. They have a more traditional rocket style take off, and
So I don't like Jeff Bezos at all.
Did you sign a petition to deny him re-entry to Earth?
No, that's pretty jacked up. That's pretty harsh.
So a fellow started a petition just as a joke. Didn't think it was going to go anywhere. It's got hundreds of thousands of signatures. Denying Jeff Bezos' return to Earth.
Hey, I kind of want to sign that just to be a jerk. I do like Elon Musk, Iron Man, as some people have called him. Look at all his fans. Honestly, man, it's time. It is time for something else to come out of the space program. We've been riding the 60s for the better part of 60 years now.
Yeah.
I mean, we, human race, have really not done anything past go to the moon.
That's true.
We've sent other things to other places, but we have not done more than that.
Yeah.
And it's been 60 years. Dang, if the Jetsons told me I'd be driving a flying car.
I think, Elon Musk has got his rocket standing up right now. The capsule's not on top. He stood it up last week. It's the tallest rocket that's been assembled in the United States since Apollo. This is year 2021. Apollos were going up in the 50s.
Right.
60s,
Right.
Pretty awesome. But but Elon, he's fixated on Mars, which is crazy because Werner von Braun, who was a German scientist that was brought back to the United States to work on the space program for the United States. Werner von Braun wrote a fictional story about a man conquering Mars, and the man's name was Elon.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Elon said, "It is my destiny."
Absolutely. We only find parallels when they exist. It's not like it hasn't been known, but
right.
I think Jeff Bezos is really working on. He's working on the same thing. Blue Origin is working hard to develop a lander for the moon, and as well as Elon Musk, their team. They're both government funded, so we should see some return trips to the moon pretty soon. The NASA has the STS or SLS, the SLS system standing up. They just put it together inside the vehicle assembly building.
Yeah,
that kind of worries me because it's really old, man. Some of those parts they've been made for like 8 years.
Right.
I'm kind of worried about that one.
Yeah,
we're gonna launch it. I hope it goes up non-manned the first time, but we'll see. I'm not sure what the plan is. Hope that baby don't blow up on nobody.
Yeah, I'd rather go the first time unmanned and then come back unmanned.
Yeah. It's really expensive though, but that's NASA. They like blowing money.
That's true.
Well, landing in the Chihuahuan Desert. I didn't know there's no Chihuahuan Desert in New Mexico.
Chihuahuan Desert. Man, I gotta tell you, they went up really fast and they're coming down pretty slow.
Yeah. It's
the speed is definitely taking.
Well, we didn't see how long it took the plane because that original plane it took them up quite a ways. We were kind of saved the.
That's true.
Hey man, it's only been T plus 10 minutes 43 seconds. It seemed like it's been forever, but
that is true. Like they're done. They're still trying to. They're on the phone now. They're already on cell phones again.
Yeah.
All right, so we are checking pretty quick here. We're 17,000.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
There we go. 8,000. Let's move. We're at 200 miles per hour. We can start seeing some trees now.
Ooh, look at that sexy thing.
Man.
Got a prop plane. Oh my gosh, what an awesome picture, man. Got a prop plane beside the space plane. That's freaking cool, dude.
That's cool. I'm not sure that I wouldn't just bail out, man, with my parachute.
Just call it good. Just jump.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to land. I trust the chute, especially if I packed it.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going pretty fast, man. Not really. 243 miles an hour.
You said 1,000 feet up, but it says on the screen 5,000.
Oh,
I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so that's like 5,000 from the ocean, not from the ground they took off from.
Well, that is altitude, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm not a pilot, man. I don't know these things.
Yeah, it's definitely altitude.
Here we come in, man. Got the wings down. Look at that sexy thing.
Down.
Oh man.
Great job.
Oh man. Yeah, baby.
Great job by the pilot to put him down.
Come on, Unity. Yeah, Unity. Yeah, baby.
2 wheels down, make it 3. Brakes on. Look at that. Still going 130 miles an hour. Hit the brakes that thing. Turn them wings up.
Nose gear looks like a ski. That thing's pretty much balancing on 2 wheels. You see this?
Ooh, yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. 100 miles an hour, 390
That is
miles.
so cool.
That's a
What
long.
is that, man? That's not a wheel.
That is not a wheel.
It's like a hovercraft or something. You'd think that
Yeah,
would just scratch
definitely.
up the runway.
Dang, makes me wonder if something didn't break.
It wasn't there when it, maybe, but I mean, when it came out of the plane, there wasn't anything there.
Mm-mm. No, I wonder if they were supposed to have a tire there
Yeah.
because it looks like it's bent backward.
Yeah, it worked. Whatever it is.
Work. Come to a
Shoot,
stop.
man.
Perfect. It's always a perfect landing when you live through it.
That's right.
Oh, well, that's pretty awesome, man. That desert's beautiful, right? For that reason. That's great. Pretty plane. Very pretty plane. Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is, but that's cool, man. Get some steam blowing out or something, outgassing whatever's left, I guess.
Well,
man, we can't top that, dude.
Good job, Branson. Glad you made it safe.
He won the race, man. Won that race.
Won the race. Well done. I think that's a wrap, bro.
That's a wrap, baby. You better believe it.
Wrap. Boy,
Man, I gotta go. I gotta take this baby to Silver Dollar City.
good luck topping that.
Won't be able to for her. Hopefully she get a little nap on the way, maybe.
Hopefully.
Yep. Well, man, tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to know. What kind of guy stuff comes to you? What do you want to know about? We got it all. We got some tire repair going on already. What you think of something else that just kind of went blank?
Yeah. Ooh, we should figure out like what pickup lines actually work. I have a steady job.
I wonder if we could find
And a car.
I have some ideas for that. And a car. So we're gonna be able to do a show when you're in the States next week?
Probably not.
Oh my gosh. That's the wrong answer. Be like
We might be able to. You might be able to do like a selfie YouTube live video of that. Just because we're gonna be rolling, man. We're gonna be turning it up. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything. I don't know how it's all going.
I'm already gonna see a title man. That'll be Pilgrimage West.
I like it. So
And hey, just something to look forward to next year, man. This is happening, man. The boys are gonna make that trip to the NFL Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, so I'm glad you brought that up, man. We might put something out for you guys, but it's not gonna be like this. It's gonna be a different format. I'm expecting like we pop the camera up and we record and then post it out there. It won't be as clean and neat and organized as Ted normally drops it for you, with smooth transitions and music.
I'm sure we'll do some posting while we're on the trip. But yes, and when it's over with, it'll be all edited down, into a vlog, a video log of our trip. But yeah, we'll do some live updates. Where we get to the stadium. We'll have to put some Insta up or some Facebook up.
Yeah, put it up fast for you guys.
All right, tell us what you think, Jason and Ted's Guy Stuff. Only on the No Show Prep. See you next week.